In today's video, we're going to be comparing some modern day to fossil brittle stars, as well as having a look at a really awesome large ammonite we found recently. There's also a couple of extra finds to enjoy in today's video. Lots to look forward to. Let's get started. Here's a comparison between a modern, vibrant, living brittle star to a Jurassic brittle star. You can see the two are very alike. This brittle star fossil was one of several, all preserved near each other. It's a really important find, one of the best finds we've made in recent times. There's still a lot of preparation work to go before we complete the finished fossil piece. This is something that we will definitely be showing you once we have finished it. The fossils themselves are incredibly delicate, and so it takes a long time to carefully remove the shale. Let us know in the comments which you prefer, the modern brittle star or the Jurassic brittle star. That's a look at the brittle stars. Coming up next, we're going to be having a look at an enormous Eleganticerus ammonite specimen, which we recently found. It's by far one of the biggest that we have ever seen. Let's have a look at it. After a recent rough sea, this ammonite has become exposed. There's a very delicate outer whorl, which I've removed and will be properly restored later. This specimen is one of the biggest of this type of species I've ever found. Looks to be completely preserved, but I'm about to lift it up and find out. I've chiselled around it and released a lot of the soft shale. The ammonite is now loose. For the first time in 185 million years. Let's have a look at it. Oh, wow! That is incredible. It's preserved all the way to the centre of the ammonite as well. You can already see so much of it. It's not even started to be prepared. That is stunning. It's got some fossilised shells preserved as well. That is an incredible specimen. I'm so pleased with it. We can't wait for our dad to prepare that specimen. It's going to require a little bit of work to get it fully restored. However, it's going to be absolutely worth it. Coming up next, we've got an ammonite to crack open, some gyrosteus bones to have a look at, and another interesting ammonite piece. This nodule was fresh out. It was quite difficult to open up, still had lots of crusted shale around it. We knew for certain that there was an ammonite inside this rock. It was quite difficult to open. Slowly but surely we're removing the rock. You can see already where the limestone has broken away, some of the outer whorls have become revealed, and in just a moment we should be able to get the last piece of limestone removed. And there we go. Perfect ammonite inside, and some of the inner chambers show their calcification. It's a really nice specimen. This massive boulder is the next rock we're cracking open. This was really difficult to open up as well. We're hoping that inside there's a really large ammonite, or potentially another interesting fossil. So far we can't see any evidence of a fossil whatsoever. We'll have to remove a bit more of the stone. There we have it. There was a very partial belemnite, one of the squid-like creatures, but only a fraction of the fossil was actually preserved. This piece here is a selection of gyrosteus bones. Bones from an enormous sturgeon that lived back in the Jurassic. This piece was found and prepared by one of our very good friends, Howard Turner. Gyrosteus bones are usually much smaller than this. To get bones as large and as well preserved as this is really unusual. You could easily mistake them for reptile bones. It's a really nice piece. This next fossil that we have found is a Harpoceras ammonite. Not entirely clear whether it's going to be fully preserved or not, but we're going to remove it and have a closer look. I'll show you the fossil now. Just come across this nodule here and I can see the outer whorl of hopefully a really large ammonite. Let's chip up this nodule and see if the ammonite is complete. It's highly unlikely, but it's worth a shot just in case. Shale's very tough. This is the nodule here. We know it's not a complete ammonite specimen, but I gave it a few taps with the hammer to see what it's like on the inside. I've not opened it yet, so let's have a look. Oh, wow! Great! Well, actually, even though it's not complete, there's obviously a lot missing either side. The actual centre of the ammonite is not too bad at all. It's pretty good. I think for this particular piece, I'll leave it on the beach for someone else to see as they come walking along. It'll make a really nice find for someone else. But nonetheless, it was exciting getting this fossil up and seeing if it was complete. Unfortunately, they can't all be, but still going to make a nice find for someone else. Great. Last but not least, the final fossil of today's video is an incredible ichthyosaur piece. I'll show you it right now. This is another specimen that was prepared and collected by our good friend Howard Turner. It's been really well prepared. A lot of hours has gone into preparing it. There are coracoid bones as well as paddle digits. Coracoid bones are still in place as they would have been in life. Finds like this don't come along very often at all, especially to have the bones in place. It's incredible that this was just laying around on the beach inside of a boulder. Let us know in the comments which fossil from today's video was your favourite. That's a look at all of the fossils. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or ideas about future videos you'd like to see, please let us know. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.